Good morning.
Good morning.
It is, what day is today? The 19th. April 19th, Monday, 2021.
Still in 2021.
AD.
So far as we can tell.
Welcome to This Week. I'm Andrew.
I'm Zach.
What are we talking about today?
Lots of stuff. We've got a lot of stuff going on as it reaches late April. This week is the week of Earth Day.
Woo!
We don't have any confetti, but you can imagine it. It's probably not environmentally friendly anyway.
Yeah.
Earth Day is Thursday, April 22nd. And there's going to be a lot of stuff going on to sort of support and promote that. But the main thing, we're just kind of encouraging people to get out in nature. As you probably know, there's a lot of new landscaping that's going on around the library. We have at least 19 trees and big shrubs being planted. A lot of new flowers thanks to the garden club. And just kind of encouraging everybody to get out and welcome to come by and sit out there and enjoy the new landscaping and see how that grows and develops over the next couple of months. The Acres Land Trusts are also good places to go out and explore and kind of get a new frame of mind. And Greenhurst Commons, as well as the Auburn Parks and Rec parks all around town. So a lot of opportunities to get out in nature. Also on Saturday, April 24th, we're going to be partnering with Changing Dragon Tai Chi and Qigong at 10 a.m. for World Tai Chi Day. And we'll be in the library park, and it's kind of an interesting thing. You do Tai Chi at 10 a.m., and at local time all around the world, people will be doing Tai Chi at 10 a.m. So it's kind of like a collective global moment of relaxation and relief. So that'll be something we're going to do on next Saturday.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, be interesting.
So let's go into some new biographies and memoirs. As we do each week, we try to highlight some new items that we've got. I'm going to start out with the adult title for this week, Ida B. the Queen. How would you say that? Would you say Ida B. the Queen?
Ida B. the Queen.
Ida B, the Queen. There's no comment. The Extraordinary Life and Legacy of Ida B. Wells, by Michelle Duster, written by her great-granddaughter. This historical portrait of the boundary-breaking civil rights pioneer covers Wells's early years as a slave, her famous acts of resistance, and her achievements as a journalist and anti-lynching activist.
I'd like to learn a lot more about Ida B. Wells.
Mm-hmm.
In our children's section, a new one to highlight is The Great and the Terrible, the world's most glorious and notorious rulers and how they got their names.
Notorious.
Only some of. So we've heard about Alexander the Great and Ivan the Terrible, but what was so great about Alexander? What was so terrible about Ivan? The Great and the Terrible takes a humorous look at some of the most glorious and notorious figures in history through the lens of the nicknames they're remembered by.
Nicknames. It's great to look through history and see all the nicknames.
Yeah, I should probably remember more of those from history class. But
yeah.
Maybe I'll have to review this book. Don't tell my teachers.
This is in the children's section, so it should be a decently easy read.
Wait, what are you saying?
No.
And then, what's the last one here?
It's a teen book, The Impossible First, From Fire to Ice. Crossing Antarctica Alone. Ugh, that sounds
terrible.
That sounds like tomorrow. It's supposed to snow. Prior to December 2018, that's not too long ago, no individual had ever crossed the landmass of Antarctica alone, without support and completely human-powered, yet Colin O'Brady was determined to do that. Just that. Even if, after a tragic accident 10 years earlier, there was doubt that he'd ever be walking again normally. The Impossible First reveals how anyone can reject limits, overcome immense obstacles, and discover what matters most.
Wild.
That seems much better than how I read it.
Wow.
It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can see the book over here.
So all those are part of the new biographies and memoirs we've got at EPL.
Mm-hmm.
Next Monday, April 26th, there's still a critical need for blood, and the American Red Cross is going to be having a blood drive at the library on Monday, April 26th from 1 to 6 p.m. You can register, call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org and enter Eckhart Eckhart PL. And that way you'll be able to find the location. But you should also be able to search the location that's happening around Auburn. There's likely more than one. So yeah, that's happening next Monday.
Yeah. Eckhart Envoys.
Yeah, we've got a couple things to fly through real quick, just standard
Yep.
kind of programs that are happening. Eckhart Envoys and Eckhart Social Surveyors homeschool programs happening on Mondays at 10:30 and 11:30 respectively. Contact Karen Nesius-Rager if you are interested in getting involved in that. And we've also got the EPL Discord. Can you talk a little bit about
And I'll pop this up here real quick. Yeah, there we go. So we do have mainly being used for Dungeons and Dragons right now for the teen and the adult group. We still have room for more if you'd like to, but this right here, there, email gaming at epl.lib.in.us if you would like to take part in that.
Yeah, get involved in that little community. It's kind of a fun little
Yep.
riotous
Riotous group, indeed. Yes, Storytime's happening in person on Wednesdays. That is at 10:45 out in Library Park. I think last time we had some chairs that were there, but we also have blankets as well we should usually have available. There were a decent number that were there last time that I recall. I don't remember how many exactly, but a lot.
It's nice to see everybody and have everybody be out in the sun and get Karen Muckenfoos and Karen Nesius-Rager helping out to do those programs. We're still doing them socially distanced, make sure everybody is safe, but it's a good time to be out in person.
That's important to highlight because when I do say a lot, that there is a lot of room that people can spread out in and such as well.
Library Park.
Otherwise, there still are the virtual recorded story times. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. is when we have our new Babies and Books. And then Sunday at 10 a.m. is when we have our new Grimm's Fairy Tales Reimagined, which those are pretty cool. That's told by Karen Nesius-Rager, and then Karen Muckenfoos has the Babies and Books. They both do a really good job with those.
Yeah. It's really nice to listen to. They have great cadences.
Yep.
The teen poetry contest, there's still 2 weeks left. So there's still time to submit at the link tinyurl.com/poetry21.
How'd that get there? It just appeared right
It's
here.
magic, like most things. So still time to submit for that. Winners get gift cards to the local restaurants of their choice, and all poems are published in a little anthology we have over at the teen library. So it's still lots of time they're not graded, no pressure, can be anything you want. So anybody who's eligible for middle school or high school can submit one to those.
Yep. And then I want to mention just a little bit about the book clubs as well, because those are going to be changing a little bit. I'm going to go to epl.lib.in.us. I don't have that link on here, but if you search Eckhart Public Library on Google, you will probably find it. Go to Library Services, and let's scroll down to, there we go, Eckhart Public Library Book Clubs. And we'll click on that. I think I clicked on it. It's taken... There we go. This is the current months of book club for April. They are still going to be done kind of this style here until next month. But real quick here, quick glance through some of those. Black Sun, Ask Again Yes, and Good Omens. Yes, that is like was it?
Oh yeah.
Amazon?
I'm
One of those ones that's on TV. That was on TV. That's recently been put online somewhere.
Often been called the most hilarious book about the apocalypse.
I mean,
interesting juxtaposition.
yeah. So, and I mean, look at those authors too.
Yeah.
Anyway, those videos should be up on Facebook and YouTube now, and then they also highlight that we'll be having our book clubs meeting in person, either in Library Park or in, I think it's the Auburn Brewing Company is where that one's going to be meeting for Brews and Books. But they mentioned it in their videos. Those books are the first set that's going to be physically available behind the service desk on the main level at the main library, and they're actually there right now if you want to get a head start on it.
Awesome. Yeah, speaking of getting back in person, normalizing again, COVID vaccines obviously still available for 16 and up. I believe 16 to 18 still has to do the Pfizer vaccine, so you have to specifically look for one of those. But it's on rshot.in.gov. The DeKalb County Health Department can help you with that if you want to call them, or if you want to call us, we can easily help facilitate getting you an appointment. So that's still happening. We want to spread information about that. And tax day is almost a month away, a little less.
Yep.
May 17th. Very exciting time. And so we can print tax forms for you if you need, no cost. We're not tax professionals. Don't ask us. But we can help print you the things you need if you know what forms you need.
Yep.
And that about wraps it up for this week.
That is about all she wrote, as they say, except for we wrote that. So, anything fun that she had going on this weekend?
I was telling Andy, as we celebrated my birthday last weekend, and my mom, and they're going to help me get a computer desk chair for my birthday.
That's very important.
It is nice.
Often overlooked, the quality of desk chairs.
I don't have to use a beanbag and or folded towel. But my mom built me a little tiny Lego chair as a symbolic gesture for that. So that was creative and nice and much smaller than I'll need.
And you looked at it and said, "What is this, a chair for ants?"
It has to be at least 3 times this big.
It does.
Yes, what about you?
Furniture, speaking of furniture, we did move around. That was the highlight of my weekend. We moved around our furniture in the living room after we got a new television that had to be mounted to the wall. Things just stop working after however many years you have them, and then you have to go and spend stimulus money.
It's all fleeting, Andy.
Yes. So that's what we did. We moved around furniture.
The bar for excitement.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good week.
Take care.